somebody knows something. Well, somebody knows somebody who knows something. It's kind of like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. I don't know if you ever played that game, but if you talk about an actor who was in a movie and that actor was in a movie with someone else, and that guy was in a movie with somebody else, eventually, if you go down 6 degrees away, you're probably going to run into Kevin Bacon. The same is exactly true with true crime. Bear with me on this. If somebody has committed a crime, they very seldom can hold it in. They'll eventually tell somebody who will tell somebody who will tell somebody. This may be over generations. So I had a sheriff's deputy say to me, HL, why does this stuff matter? I was looking into the death of this stripper. She was a dancer. She worked between Hammond and Tickfall at a club over there. She had died. Several years had went by and they hadn't accomplished anything. And I talked to one of the sheriff's deputies that worked the case, and he said, HL, why does this matter? Why does it matter? Her parents are gone. Most of the family doesn't seem to care. The two main suspects in the murder are dead. What possible thing could you gain by reopening this case? But still, I felt like there had to be some resolution. This young lady, she was working, by the way, her husband left her. She was raising a 6-year-old little girl. Her only option that she felt could pay the bills was to take this job as a dancer. She was doing the best that she can, and she was killed. Her car was left at 190 and 55 there in Hammond. And for a long time, they didn't know what happened to her until one day a piece of her skull turned up, and they figured it out. She was killed. And the two leading suspects did eventually die. So I wrote the whole story. Everything that I could find on it, I put out there. And I would say maybe 3 days later, I get an email and ultimately a phone call from the victim's daughter. She had been 6 years old when her mother was killed. She lives in Texas today. And she said, HL, all my life, she said, I have wondered what happened to my mother. I lie in my bed at night trying to go to sleep, wondering what happened to mom. And I just appreciate you taking the time to try to answer that question. So people care. Families care. So even if law enforcement has moved on because they don't have the resources or whatever the case may be, the families still care and they still deserve help. So some little piece of the puzzle you may think means absolutely nothing, may be just the thing to click in some detective's mind and solve the case. So I'm telling you, if you know anything about any of these cases, or if you know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody, the key there is to share this information. As you hear tonight, we're going to talk about 5 unsolved crimes in South Louisiana. As you hear about these crimes, pass them on, tell other people, because somebody out there knows what really happened.